Hi, it's Maureen McCann with Promotion Career Solutions, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the Island Women in Science and Technology meeting that I just attended, where I was a panelist, and we talked about human resources, hiring trends, and recruitment trends here on Vancouver Island. So things kicked off really lively this morning with one of my panelist colleagues suggesting that the resume is the most useless screening tool. And what I think she meant by that was that the resume is a tool, but really when it comes right down to it, the phone interview, the video interview, and the face-to-face interview is really what makes a difference, so that candidates can get a sense of the employer and vice versa, and they really get to know each other. One of the key elements that came up in that discussion was the importance of being authentic, being who you really are, as opposed to this like robotic person who's very formal. So they want to get to know you a little bit better and the skills that you offer as a potential candidate for their employment opportunities. The second thing that came up was the idea that, especially here in Victoria, there's a staffing shortage. So there's a requirement for a lot of really good talent here locally because we've got a good, strong tech base. And so what happens is people are fighting for the good talent in the market. So if you are one of these really good, talented people here, you want to make sure that you're very clear about your messaging, what you're capable of doing, what you can bring to an organization, and then approach potential employers rather than waiting for job postings to come up and applying to them online. So again, the resume is the screening tool for that initial conversation, that phone interview, video interview, face-to-face. But really, when it comes right down to it, decisions are made at the interview stage. The third thing that came up this morning was the idea that as an employer in a tight market, it's really important that you pay attention to your employment branding. So what are people saying as they're leaving your organization? Because they're going to be talking to their friends and their family about their experience. Are you doing everything that you can to make it easier or better for that particular employee to say really nice, really good things about you? Because your reputation in the market is just as important as the reputation of the candidate. As a bonus to the 3 tips that I've just shared with you, one of the things that came up was we talked about not just the hard skills that you need to have in the future of work. So that could be artificial intelligence, cloud computing, blockchain, business analysis, that type of thing. But we saw time and time again in a lot of the research that the 3 top elements that people, or characteristics that people are looking for, are creativity, persuasion, and adaptability or flexibility in the marketplace. So those are the types of things that you want to include on your resume, cover letter, LinkedIn profile, that type of thing. But don't just say the words, you've got to back it up with some proof. So give proof that you've been collaborative. Tell a story about maybe a time where you demonstrated that you have a collaborative approach to the work that you do. And do the same for persuasion and adaptability or flexibility. I'll drop a link to yesterday's post where I shared a lot of these tips and tools and resources, so you can check that out. And by all means, please check out the Island Women in Science and Technology group if you're here in Victoria or on Vancouver Island. Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you have questions, please be sure to put them below in the comments. If you have comments, also, that's a good spot for you to do that as well. And if you just stopped by and you like what you saw, please let me know by liking this video.